Oh, okay, cops. I've been doing some reading on the circle. It's all fascinating stuff. I just got to share it with someone. So, in the 6th era, you know that was called the Steel Era. The Circle was a team of 6 great adventurers who sought to make a name for themselves by exploring underneath the Fieri Mountains toward the core of Solara. But of course, we knew this already. That's why the guild headquarters is there. So, they discovered a massive glowing crystal, jet black, but riddled with star-like fractals. When they reached out to the crystal, they found themselves transported deep inside a similar mountain, but with no crystal to be seen. The circle resurfaced and, after a bunch of exploration, they realized they were in a world very similar to their own, but somehow different. They were in a new universe. Well, I guess not universe, because that would mean there's only one. They were in a new universe, proof that the fiction of a multiverse was actually fact. Isn't that so crazy to think that this massive discovery was all an accident, like potato chips? But then listen to this. The circle was divided on what to do next, but ultimately decided to see if this verse had any magical crystals like the one in Solara. After 5 years, they discovered one. Months of studying later, they were no closer to figuring out what it was or how to use it. But this is where things get wild. So finally, interpreting the counsel of his deity, the cleric believed they needed something of their home world to tether them back. So he slit his hand, cops. He grasped the crystal, and with his blood running down his hand, they were brought back to the spot under the Fieri Mountains, staring at the first crystal they encountered. It's just fascinating. The book goes on to talk about how the cleric died because although essence from their home verse was required for navigation, his body was unable to withstand the direct contact with the crystal, which we know now was an element. It's a whole thing. But you know what I can't figure out? Only the paladin, bard, wizard, and artificer made it back. And we know the cleric died, but the book never says what happened to the rogue, just that they were lost. Isn't that fascinating?
Do not let me mince my words. This next year for you will be dangerous. It will test you in ways you cannot even dream of. You will want to pack it up, to return to your lives at your farms or your villages or your shops. You will wish for the days when you knew what to expect from life. You will be forever tangibly changed by your experiences here. Will it be worth it? Only you can answer that for yourself. What I can tell you is that glory and honor and legacy await you at the end, not to mention great reward and riches. Do with that what you will. May we all raise a glass, and she picks up her glass again, to the circle, to the guild, and to the cosmos, to a bigger, brighter, and better world.
Hear, hear.
Is Argo the only one that says hear, hear?
No, okay. I think there's a resounding chorus.
Thank goodness, because I thought that would have been very funny. But
you can, if you want to roll perception or insight to see how many pledges join in that. Nobody gives a shit, great. No.
I'll give a shit. I always give a shit about looking. That's a natural 20.
Yeah, I think Argo is not the only one swayed. There is a good chunk of those pledges that are hanging on to every word that Mervina says. And with that, she sits back down, the music picks up again, and rows of food start to come out.
There's more?
There's more. As fish and red meats and poultry comes, and just the tables begin overflowing with a bounty of feast.
Argo's brain melts out of his ears. Before this has already been a bounty more than he had ever seen. And he doesn't know where to begin. He loaded up on bread.
He would load up on bread.
I think we should do this because this is a thing that happens at this point is the person sat next to you, like she's doing her best to keep her head, but she does seem very excited, very frizzy red hair. You see her sit down next to you and goes, "Hi, I'm Errol.
Oh, Argo. Nice to meet you.
It's good to meet you. Where are you from?"
I'm from the Anchor district of Coniston, near the coast of the Tennessee. Sea. You?
Oh, I've never been there.
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, there's lots of bullies and like it can be kind of rough, but it's amazing.
Oh, well, I'm just from a small little village.
Which one?
I'm from Rorish. You've never heard of this.
I know of Rorish.
Yeah, it is a town you definitely like.
He just goes, "That's by the help me. That's the one with the you go.
Near Ristigard?
Yeah, wait, the what?
Ristigard you probably would have heard of.
Okay.
If you have done, I assume Argo has done geography. And you know that to be it's a very large druidic encampment deep in a forest in the south of.
Okay,
of
so when
Scotland.
when she says that, he kind of goes, "Oh."
Oh, but I'm not from there. I'm just a humble magician.
You do magic.
Well, I try.
Do you do magic? Like he starts like rifling through his oversized suit for all the things that he's been tinkering on. He pulls.
Do you have cups with you?
Yeah, he pulls cups out of his inside breast pocket and places them on the table. And he goes, "Do you?" Like, so everything that I do, I'm also a magician, but all of my things, well, I guess I'm more technically an artificer because all of my things seem to be tied to physical, can you whole cloth? Are you?
Slow down. You say all of that again, but at like half speed.
Sorry. I'm just really, really excited to talk to anyone about this stuff. My dad's a sailor. My mom is a baker. I don't really get to this. So
yeah, no, I get it. I'm one of the only people that uses magic in my village. We're not really sure why I can't, honestly, but I don't know what that is.
Oh, well, this
she points at cups. Like you can see her like kind of wide-eyed. She's not scared of it, but she's definitely like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Like him as a Russian doll, it's all still nested. He's like inert at present. He goes. And then when he says his name, he wakes up. He goes, "Oh, this is cups."
That's amazing. How did you do that?
So it was a gift from my mom, the baker, right? So it was supposed to help her, but when I told my parents I wanted to do something to help the guild, originally I thought I was going to be an artificer. It's the thing that made the most sense. But then when I was applying for that, this opened up, and so you too.
Oh yeah, I mean, they've never opened tryouts before. Like you had to be selected to become a mechanic, and the fact that I from a small village could maybe become a mechanic, that's crazy. I had to try.
Absurd, absolutely.
My parents don't know I'm here, but that's okay.
Wait, they what?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Once I become a mechanic, then it'll all be fine.
Okay. Okay.
I know you know more words than that.
Mm-hmm. Are you sure this is the right thing then?
Yes, 100%.
You seem very sure. Okay.
I will be an amazing mechanic.
I'm sure you will. This is not to say that I doubt that. If your parents don't know, if they don't support you, how could you do anything without their, not exactly their permission, but like their sort of, I guess I'm just confused. And that's not something I'm used to.
Sometimes it's good to be confused. It means there are more answers.
His eyes light up.
Errol has read you.
Now make out.
It's too soon. There's
No,
too
sorry,
soon.
sorry,
Too soon.
Let the slow
We gotta build it up.
Gotta let the burn. Gotta let the burn.
All about that good burn.
Liv, fortunately, I think you, Kaylin, and Jax were sat at different tables and managed to exchange all of your name tags to end up making sure that you were all sleight of hand, making sure you're all sitting next to each other. Kaylin is very excited by the food, but I think is in a little bit of disbelief. So she's very moderate of what she is consuming because she thinks that like this is probably too good to be true. And she's struggling between the sort of magpie instincts that she can often have to survive and the not wanting to mess up because she doesn't want this to be taken away from her. Jax, on the other hand, Jax is following behind you, uncharacteristically quiet. Jax is normally the leader of your trio. He is the one with the ideas. He is the one with the plans. He is the one with the charisma to get away with what needs to be done. And he is the one with the most street smarts. He has been living on the streets most of his life in some form or fashion. His father, as you know, is in a complicated position and has not been around in his life. You aren't sure what happened to his mother. So he has been living, really on his own for a long time until he sort of quasi-adopted Kaylin as a little sister. And then you came in. And it was always a very good, rapport between the three of you. But that was when it was his realm. That was when the predicaments and the plans were his ideas. And this one was yours. You are the reason that all three of you are here. You are why you all three have to be here. And Jax is not very happy about that. But instead of denying you what is clearly needed or throwing a fit or making a scene of it, he has decided, from your assumption, to sit silently and let you lead, to see what you are going to do.
I think what I do is I emulate what good table manners is. I'm like, you start on the outside of the silverware and you just work your way in.
Oh shoot! I definitely started with this one.
That's
I'm
okay.
so
No,
sorry.
That's fine.
What
that's
are
fine.
they gonna?
No one's gonna
kick
be
me out.
No one's gonna be mad at you for doing it. But just if you want,
They know.
No, honey. No one will know. It's okay. But just, it's fine. And she she tries to calm her down and just be like, just
breathing
fine.
exercises.
It is still food. Food. You got it.
This is some of the best food I've ever had.
Yeah, me too. It's not.
Roll for deception.
Unbelievable.
Natural 20.
Oh my God.
I love that you used a natural 20 on lying to your friend about
Making
this
her
being
feel
the-
good
making
about
her
it being
feel good
really
about
great
the
food. And it's not bad.
It's pretty good food.
No.
All things considered.
Yeah.
You probably taste. I'm gonna give you this on the natural 20. You taste a little bit of prestidigitation going on this food, so you can tell that they have
Which I am aware
magically
of, yes.
altered
Mhm.
the taste of this food to be better and more rich.
Interesting. So their chefs don't know how to do it manually. That's fine.
Oh.
Incredible. I am curious.
Yeah.
And you can say fuck you if you don't want to do
Never.
this. My father works in trade.
Mhm.
I'm wondering if there's anyone here that I might have known from social gatherings with my father.
Sure.
Because I understand that the guild also deals with trade with other universes.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would have trickled down to.
I think you probably, you have the most knowledge of the council, I would say, even more than Darius, because the council is outside the guild technically, even though the guild sort of oversees the council.
Yeah.
But your father would definitely have dealings with the council because their entire thing is keeping trade and movement between the verses and also the realms. And you also know that Solara has a greater presence on the council than any other verse because this is where it all started. So I think you actually definitely would recognize one of the ambassadors who is from Solara, Inez, E-N-E-Z, Deverell. She is the Grand Duchess of Brem, which, if you remember on the map, Lerwick is sort of the south coast of Chaos, and Brem is the northwest corner and is the capital of Chaos. So, Brem and Lerwick, Brem is much more powerful than Lerwick, kind of lets Lerwick do its own thing, but Lerwick is certainly in deference to Brem. And so you would recognize Inez. And she is the one wearing the mask, and you would know this. Everyone in Brem wears a full face mask that is a mask of their house, effectively. Even commoners have their own, they will make their own wooden masks and everything. There is no one in the city that does not wear a full face mask. If they are not wearing one, it is because they have been ostracized and essentially are an outcast of society.
Okay.
So yeah, you would recognize Inez. Her mask, it is of the House Deverell. It is a deep slate gray with sort of a golden filigree on the features. And you know that she's got the single golden star in the center is like a real diamond on this mask. Her son is the current emperor of Brim.
Okay. I think after an appropriate amount of time, when I know people won't have their mouths too full from eating, I would like to go about the room. I put on my like fine set of clothing that I had with me. I think as a fondling, I'm used to being met with kind of like curiosity, if not like full attention, and wanting to be a little understated. My first couple days in the guild, I'm always like being cautious of how I look, but knowing that there'd be so many different like species here from like entirely different universes, I think I didn't have to think so hard about what I'm wearing. So I am fine making a good first impression. I think it's kind of like white. It's always dangerous to wear white when you eat, but it also, if it works, you look very impressive.
It's true.
So it's white. It's got kind of like bell sleeves, so she has to like delicately like pull the sleeve back when she like reaches for things. Give them a little
Purposefully.
Bit of the wrist. Yeah. But yeah, after an appropriate amount of time of eating, I think she will go and pay her deference to those of the council that she recognizes.
Yeah, no, you definitely would recognize Inez. And I think as you go up, it is always difficult to read Bremians because they have a mask. And so you don't notice anything change in her face, but she does sort of give a slight nod and go, "Young Miss Oslick."
And I give kind of a shallow curtsy since she is my my better in station.
Certainly.
So I'm giving her, you know, as much
Certainly.
respect as I believe is appropriate.
Yeah, and I think honestly, you might be a little thrown off by the fact that she knows your name.
Oh.
And like recognizes you.
Incredible.
And that, you know, she might know your father, but the fact that she recognizes you immediately is a little telling.
And I say Grand Duchess Deverell.
Are you here for the festivities or for longer?
Longer.
What brought you to that decision?
Well, I can think of nothing more honorable than being a mechanic. And if I'm to one day take any sort of helm in my father's business, I need to know as much about the world that we have a hand in as others.
Wow. You have certainly done well so far. I think you have the right mindset.
That is very gracious of you to say. Thank you.
The work we do is very important. Tell me, what happens if you see these other places and they are not to your liking?
I'm sorry. In what manner do you mean?
I mean, the world is vast and diverse. It's not always our sheltered castles.
I may not look it, but I've seen more than just gilded cages. And I'm actually excited to see the wilds out there.
I'm sure you will. Good luck. And she reaches her hand out for you.
I'll take it. What do I know what the custom is in her country? If it's a kiss, if it's like a press to the forehead, or if it's a shake?
It would be like a bow while holding it.
I do it in the manner that she is accustomed, showing that I am aware of where she comes from. And I let it go and I say, enjoy the rest of your evening. It was a pleasure to see you.
And as you let it go, you feel something drop into your hand.
Cool. I palm it into my sleeve. Can I look at it?
Yeah. It is a small, like, it looks a little bit like a pocket watch. Like it's a gold circle, thin, does not currently open.
Can I insight if she will tell me about it now, or if this is something that I have to deal with later?
High DC because of this mask.
Insight is a 25.
She is not going to tell you about it now.
Great.
But you think you can see in her eyes as because she is holding eye contact with you as she drops it. Effectively, what she is telling you is, you will know when you need this.
I bow a little deeper than I already am bowing, and I say, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And I bow at the people next to her as well, and then I go back to my seat.
You are so brilliant. As soon as you entered this space of like sort of political intrigue, I am immediately out of my depth. Clay and Argo. This is one overlap. Immediately out
Girl
of my
is good at the
depth, out of
game.
my
Listen,
brain.
the thing is, you gotta write down what you might need to say.
Yep.
You gotta write it
gotta have things
down.
to pull
You gotta
from.
say, if I'm gonna talk to this person, they might ask me, and I say, be prepared.
Unbelievable.
Thank you.
What else are we doing? Anyone else doing some?
I have to catch my breath after that scene. I feel like I just watched the entire season of Bridgerton. I feel
Thank you.
Wait till we get to the Vampire the Masquerade.
Oh my
arc.
god. Oh my god.
Argo's gonna die.
Darius, make me a perception check
Gladly.
with advantage because I think you are probably keeping an eye on your surroundings.
Correct, I was going to say. Advantage means what? I rolled 2?
Yes, you roll 2 and you take the higher.
And then I add, wait. And I add my perception.
And while he's doing that, Argo, with your 14 passive perception, you still feel that tremor like starting up and stopping occasionally.
When I have time, I want to bring that up to Errol.
Yeah.
18 plus 3, 21.
You notice as you're watching all around, and I think you don't let me tell you what you're looking at, but I feel like you're probably especially keeping an eye on the like persons of note.
Mhm.
You notice that the aide next to Maravina leans down, like seems to get a message, leans down, whispers something to Maravina. This is the first time you see Maravina acknowledge the aide instead of just taking in what is said. Looks back. You see her take one more bite of her food, put her napkin on the table, stand up, and walk away from the plaza.
I get up very softly and make my way to see where she's going.
Softly and full plate, man.
Are you, I was gonna say, yeah, are you just walking with like, I belong here because I work here, or are you trying to stealth?
No, I'm not stealthing.
Okay.
But I am not trying to draw attention to myself.
Great. You follow her. You keep a distance, but it is very, you know these halls. You have been here for 20 years. You know every step of this place. And she doesn't go far. Specifically, you see her heading towards the Traversium. The doors are closed. These massive doors that you stood outside of for so long and that you know so intimately. You see, she is not rushing. She is walking with purpose, but there is no she is also not trying to draw any attention to herself. As she swings open both double doors to the Traversium, walks inside, and they begin to close after her. Would you like to continue?
Yes, I take a moment. Being at the Traversium brings back a series of flashes. Even the doors, just the sliver of doors open, I see flashes of explosion, people rushing, people running in, somebody calling out, "Get help." The sound, the tremors. And somehow, instead of going into full, I guess, panic, there's something that drives me in that, and I willpower myself to quickly slide through the door. Now, I would suppose that I've met her before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You've definitely talked to her.
Yeah.
In fact, she was not guild director when your incident happened.
Yeah.
She was just a navigation wizard.
Yeah.
And so she was there and was one of the survivors.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you definitely talked to her.
Yeah. So I slide in.
Are you still trying to make yourself hidden?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know why. I just feel like there's something. Yeah, no, I don't think I need to stealth it.
Okay.
Which means that she's going to see me, which I'm okay with.
Okay. So you slide in. You see the Archmage, who you know, Elatarum, and they were noticeably absent from the feast. And they are standing up on sort of the main compass. And you see they have the map, the illusory map pulled open that you've seen before. You don't understand it. It is so deep arcane that you're like, I would let you roll Arcana, but I can tell you right now, like, there's no way Darius actually understands what's going on with a lot of this. And what is interesting is it looks very different than you have seen it before. In fact, go ahead and roll me an Arcana check. And let's see
We can
how
try.
much. I want to see how much you at least recognize.
It's a 2
Cool.
plus 0.
So what you see is you are used to seeing this map. You are used to seeing the elements be represented by bright motes of light. And there are often connections, sometimes between the motes of light, but usually all coming back to this central compass, right? So the compass is a massive bronze dais in the center of the room. And the tip of it, right, that comes out of it is the tip of the element here in Solara. It is one of the most protected things of this place. And from that tip are these tethers of light that go to the elements of other verses that they have found. Some of the lights are black and cloudy.
The lights or the tethers? Or
The
both?
lights.
The lights.
Some of them are not tethered.
Mhm.
Some of them are
Yeah, of
just sort
course.
of floating in the
Yeah.
space. Some of them are tethered, but something looks wrong. And I think you get in the door. Mervina stops without turning around. Darius,
Guild director,
was the feast not satisfactory for you?
you've been to one feast. You've been to a lot.
No, well, I'd like to think that this is one of the best we've thrown. And she finally does turn around to face you. Can I help you?
You seem to be off in a rush.
I never rush, Darius. There's always time. You know that.
Lights seem different.
Lots of things are different. Sort of our job to figure that out, right?
It's never been this many mechanics.
Well, that's the goal. We find more verses, we need more mechanics.
Anything we should know?
Right now? No. Enjoy the feast. I'm excited that you might be joining them. I think you'll be good.
I give a soft nod, steal a glance over the Archmage, and make my way out.
Clay loves an RPC.
I just love this character. Mervina is.
She's hot.
Find her
She's
so
hot. She's hot. And I knew this when you told us about her like 2 weeks ago. Just in description, I said,
Feel.
Hot.
hot.
Hot,
Hey,
mommy.
in my notes.
I
in
saw
my
your
notes.
notes.
Hot.
Hot.
Director.
Hot.
You can't be the leader of an organization this big without being a little hot.
Just a little bit hot.
She
Just a little bit hot.
God.
Power is hot.
Power is hot.
So many aura points.
So just farming it.
You wanted to talk to Errol about the tremors?
I noticed at one point after somebody else at the table, we're just like chatting.
Yeah.
And somebody else at the table sets their glass down and you can still see like, you
Yeah,
know,
a little ripple, yeah.
Jurassic Park, like that little bit of wobble. And I go, do you hear that? Or rather, do you feel it? Look. And I point at the cup, sort of giving that little bit of vibration.
I want to see something at this point.
Oh,
Okay. I think when you say, do you point at the cup, and at that point it has stopped.
Oh, it just, oh, God, things always do this to me. It's not happening right now, but I promise something is happening. There's like,
Are you okay?
There's like like right now or just in general? No, for both. So there's like a slight, I'm very excited for sure, but there's a slight, like there's a rum. It's not quite a rumbling. It's like a bassy, you know, it's not just all these people. It's not this.
I mean, we're underground.
I don't think underground vibrates very often, or at least it shouldn't.
I don't know. I'm not from underground.
She's trying to make light, and like
Yeah.
his eyes are just sort
She's
of wandering.
100% like,
as he's-
is this man insane?
Yeah, sure. And then he just goes, the trials haven't begun yet, have they?
Oh. Wait, have they?
I don't know. They would tell us. Would they tell us? I don't know if they would tell us. It's probably fine. It's probably fine.
Well, now you've got me in my head. What if they wouldn't tell us?
Well, what if they wouldn't? What if part of what we're doing here? He starts looking around at everybody
Errol's
else
also
suspiciously. I'm sure it's nothing, right?
Roll me an insight check.
Oh, that's a 18. 16 plus 2.
you see Errol wrestling. She has just met you. I think she's a little taken by you. Isn't sure if she can trust you or not. Wants to tell you something really badly. There is something that she knows something, and she is trying to figure out if she's going to tell you or not.
Seducer.
Stop. Settle down. Jeez. Get out of my scene. You. Are you... He scrooches his chair once closer to her, and then 2 and 3 more.
And she leans in a little bit. Not like
No,
that.
I know. My reaction, Argo's reaction to that is, I'm not even sure he notices because it's probably
it's
Clay
very
is
much.
shocked.
It's like I think you're gonna tell me something important, so I'm gonna move closer so you can like whisper it effectively. Yeah.
Are you okay?
Like right now or in general?
You know something.
I don't think I can tell you.
That's okay.
I think we might already be in the game.
Huge grin grows on Argo's face, and then deep worry as he goes, I don't know what the questions are. I don't know what the test is. You ever had that dream where like you go to school and you're not wearing clothes? No, there's no pants? No pants. You ever have the no pants?
Errol looks down. She's wearing a dress.
So maybe it doesn't translate, but
Have you heard anything while here so far?
I've heard a lot of things. Well, what are you asking about more specifically?
Do you have a friend here?
Not. Do I?
Do you have a friend here?
Yes.
You do?
Do I? If there's something you're trying to tell me, I can't read between the lines.
If you would like to roll an insight, I will let you.
I'll give it another shot. But
Yeah.
Nothing's going to be as good as the last one I just did. That's the same number, 18.
She is putting heavy emphasis on a and friend
Yeah.
because she does not mean a friend. She is using it as a title and is referring to something that she
Hey guys,
has heard.
hey gang. Look, it was a while ago that I read the paper. Now's the time that
You did get it first.
I got mine first. Yeah. It's signed by a friend. Thank you. Thank you.
You know, you got there
Losing
eventually,
it.
and that's
We got
all
there,
that
we got
really
there.
matters.
Honestly,
You got there. You got there.
very in character.
Yeah, and,
Sure,
you know,
sure. Yeah.
I love
Knows,
that you were like, "Are you my friend?"
knows.
And I'll let you decide if Argo catches that or not.
I think the thing about Argo is knows so much, too much, hard to put it all together
Sure,
sometimes.
yeah.
Wait, did you get a thing? Oh, you got it. You got it. You got a thing too. Well, I got a thing. Did you get a thing? You got a thing. Should we compare things?
I don't know if we should.
Hold on, just wait.
I don't-
Wait. I'm gonna.
Can I trust you?
Yes.
Are you being earnest? This is Sarah asking.
He doesn't know how to not be.
Roll me persuasion.
6.
She goes, I want to tell you, but I don't think, what if that's part of the game?
Part of the game is keeping secrets from each other?
That's what it says. It says don't tell anyone. Oh, God.
Oh. But then you already did.
Well,
You already opened the door.
no, I said
If
that I
you-
have one,
if you-
but I didn't say what it was.
He pulls his out and he scooches all the way over to her and just shows her his note.
She reads it. And I'm not going to make you roll inside again. This is the first time she's read this note.
This is not yours. It's not the same one.
No. But holy shit.
Right?
Is that true?
Right?
What?
I don't know. Who wrote it? It could be a test. It could be part of everything.
That's what I'm saying. What if this has already started? If we both have one,
Then what's to say that everyone doesn't have one?
right? You just told me.
I did. Because I want to believe that keeping secrets is the thing that pushes people apart, not keeps things together.
Okay, yeah.
If secrecy is what holds things together, then that's not.
Yeah.
We should work for more than that.
No, you're right. Okay, and she reaches into her sleeve and pulls out her paper.
His heart.
Hers starts the same. First two sentences are the same. It is also still signed by a friend. But I'm gonna write it out. So yeah, Errol shows you and then takes it back and goes, "Don't make me regret that."
How could I?
I don't know you. I just met you.
Yes, that is true. But I have never been let down by, well, no, that's not true at all. Okay, hold on. I was going to say no one's ever let me down. That's so not true.
That can't be true.
I know. I'm just trying to make you feel better, but there's nothing I really can do. Look, we both took a leap of faith.
Yeah, that feels right.
That does feel something.
We gotta stick together to get through this, I think. Right?
I don't have.
What if we're both out because we just did that?
If we were out, they'd probably get rid of us already. I don't think they'd let us
in the middle
finish
of a
eating.
feast?
In the middle of the feast, yeah.
I mean, I don't think they're hurting for food, but
Sure, but
what if they like come in the middle of the night and like steal us out of our beds or something?
but don't
like
put
that?
the idea in my head. The idea's in my head now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What if it's worse than that?
Well, how could it be worse than that?
I'm going to keep this one to myself. I'm not going to make you think about it because then you're going to get anxious. And if you get anxious,
Well, now I'm
gonna
thinking
get
about it though.
It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's
No,
going to be fine. Hey,
tell me, Argo.
he takes her hands and he goes, "We will figure everything out."
I actually really believe you when you say that.
It's always worked before.
Have we done this before?
No, but I've always figured everything else out. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, me too. Okay, great.
Great.
Oh, we're the smartest here, I'm sure. So we'll be great.
Well, yeah.
I said we, Argo.
Great.
I'm including you in this.
Great.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to sorry.
Oh.
Am I sweating? I feel like
No, you're fine.
I'm sweating. My hands are soft.
Wow, this bread is really good. Did you try it with the honey?
Oh, the honey and the bread. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're together. There's that other one there with that thyme spice in it. I think it's called za'atar. That was great.
Oh. Wow, you really do know everything.
Well. Soft hands.
All right.
I think you should share a bunk bed to
no.
None of these beds
stay
are bunks.
protected.
No.
They're not bunk beds.
To stay protected?
Yeah, stay protected.
No.
All right. So, Liv, you have talked to folks here. Darius, you followed Ravina. We've had a meet cute with Errol. Is there anything else at the feast that y'all want to like hit before I end the day?
I don't think Liv wants quite to like stand out. I think she in her making the rounds to people she knows, she probably also introduced herself to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to role play that. If you want to name anyone notable
I think that's
that
great.
I would remember.
Do you think that she would focus on folks that she knows are from Solara, or do you think that she would focus on the folks in the other verses?
Oh gosh. I think pleasantries with Solara people, but more in-depth conversations with the people who are from other verses, just to get a gauge of the differences, how vast the spread is of kind of things you might encounter, any similarities between verses, so see what things statistically are more likely to come up.
Yeah. So a quick list of folks that you would recognize here from Solara. Obviously there was Marvina, and then there are other. The Archmage was not there. The head of Artifice was there. You recognize that, and you might know this from research of the department. The head of Artifice is Kabar Arabho. He's sort of a little socially inept.
Artificer, I get it.
Oh my goodness.
But earnest. And then you, in addition to Inez, you know the other 3 council seats of Solara, other than guild members. You know Zaskin Harmut, which roll me a history check actually real quick.
Can I use Tides of Chaos
Sure.
in a role-playing episode?
Yeah, of course.
But I'm gonna give myself advantage with Tides of Chaos.
Okay, your Tides of Chaos. What does that look like?
So Tides of Chaos, when I invoke it, it's kind of like the stone on my wrist thingamajig, my wrist jewelry.
Gotta come up with a name for
Not,
that.
yeah. Not entirely, it's not like audacious. It's not like a flash of light, but if you're paying attention, and she usually tries to like keep it down at her side or cover it with her other hand when doing it, there's like a slight sheen, and it's as if like the iridescence inside the stone just like rotates a little, as if it's like can sense something not going in your favor, and it kind of like takes the energy of that and pushes it within your favor.
Very cool.
So it's 14 plus 2 for 16.
Okay, yeah. Zeskine Harmut, you know, is the uncle, or not the uncle, is the nephew of one of the circle, of the cleric of the circle who sacrificed himself. Zeskine is his nephew.
Okay.
And so he is still very involved with the guild because of family ties, is also a cleric of Isin.
Incredible.
So we're like
Hot?
following that. Zeskine,
Sounds hot.
yeah, he's very smooth talking, and not in a natural way, not in a trained way.
Yeah, I get it. Okay.
It's like, it's not that he has been taught what to say specifically, whereas like
he's just charismatic.
Yeah, you have been taught how to
Yeah.
act. He just like sort of naturally falls into things like
Great.
that.
Then I make sure to do a platonic but flirty conversation with him.
Okay, great. Yeah, he definitely, you walk up, he sees clearly you're of status. He takes your hand and gives it a kiss.
Thank you. And I just say how honored I am to meet him, thank him for his family's sacrifice, that kind of little thing.
Yeah. Yeah. He thanks you profusely and says he's excited to see your work.
And then I shake my ass a little bit as I walk away. It's always good to plant seeds,
Always good to just
You never know.
play
You never
the
know when.
field.
Yeah.
Jax is like watching you do this.
Why?
What is he watching?
Why?
Is he watching your ass?
Why me though?
Is he watching her ass? Let's see if he's watching her ass. 100%. But I rolled a 98, so.
Oh shit! I'm 98% sure he is.
Yeah, I'm 98% sure he's watching her ass.
I do have one question.
Yeah.
Does that rumbling happen any more over the course of the dinner? That like vibration.
More sparingly. It feels like it is like beginning to fade.
Okay. If that's the case, then I think if it were like ramping up, Argo would be incentivized to get up, leave, figure it out. But if it's kind of powering down.
It feels like it's powered down a little bit.
Great.
Yeah. And then other folks you would notice, the other Solari is what we said it was. Ambassador is Theodora, who is like sort of the military voice on the council. In addition to the World Guard General, who is also there, which you would recognize. General Zergot is there.
General
Zergot, Hayden Hole.
I knew there'd be a general up there. I literally almost walked up to the council and was like,
World Guard General's
General?
there. And then there's a handful of the other verses. I would say, in terms of what is similar, first off, you notice you can't speak with all of them because not all of them are speaking the same language as you.
That makes sense.
And you don't know their language yet. One that you do are able to speak with is Constant Brente. He is speaking effectively common, which is not interesting. I would say like you hear all of them from the other verses speaking snippets of common as like, this is what Solara speaks. And so they're learning it because they need to be on this council.
Yeah.
But it's very broken and certain phrases rather than, I can have a conversation with you in it. But Constant can actually keep a bit more of a conversation with you. And then other things that you notice, they, it's weird to say this, but they are all humanoid. That is very noticeable, that they are all like bipedal, intelligent, humanoid, roughly medium size. There is no huge outlier of
no giant on the council.
There's no giant on the council. But also there's no like, this is an intelligent giraffe.
That's what I was thinking.
Mr. Giraffe.
I was like,
there's no intelligent giraffe man.
Missed opportunity. Missed opportunity.
Missed opportunity.
A manatee?
Maybe you'll go there one day.
A manatee?
We'll go
giraffe
to
people.
Manatee World. We'll
Manatee
go to
World.
Zoo World.
Manatee World. Yes.
We'll do this Tycoon episode. Yeah, so like that is what you notice is that they are all, it is clear that like in whatever evolution has happened on all of these verses, it has been vaguely in the same line and vein of anatomical evolution.
Wild.
Yeah.
But there's a man bird.
Well, sort of. It is not like Aarakocra man bird. It is like a man with giant gold wings.
Like
Almost more angelic.
Like
Hot?
a deva.
Just
yeah,
kidding.
like a deva.
Definitely.
Probably hot.
Oh yeah, are you kidding? Winged men?
Winged men are hot. I should know.
Huh?
I don't know. I was making a joke.
Oh, okay.
Did you wrestle an angel? What?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any last other things that y'all would like to report?
Although a very correct and proper eater who rations, Darius has a soft spot for the elven cream puffs, and so sneaks one on his way out.
Hell yeah. Yeah, did Darius just sort of come back after
Yeah, I come
his
back.
interaction with Maravina? Maravina does not come back, by the way.
Mm-hmm. I clocked that.
So the night winds down. There's trays and trays of cream puffs that are brought out. You start to see some of the ambassadors leave a little early. You start to see some pledges beginning to peel off as the night reaches its sort of organic end. I assume Darius probably leaves like as soon as he thinks he can.
Oh, correct.
And returns to his bunk. How late do you think Argo and Livenia stay?
I don't think he stays terribly late at the party, but I do think he spends a good deal of time either with or without Arrow, preferably with, just exploring this space and continuing to talk about what's rural life like, what's city life like.
I think Errol is very down to explore the halls with you.
Great.
So yeah, you probably scamper off and like, while people are focused elsewise, peek into doors.
Great.
Things.
Love scampering.
Scamper.
Scamper.
I'm scampering all over this place.
No, sorry.
Slow burn.
You let his burn be burning.
As slow as he likes.
And then, I assume Liv is making the rounds and staying the appropriate amount of time.
She stays exactly the appropriate amount of time. I think 2 minutes over the peak of the of everyone going home, and then thank you all for your time. It has been an absolute pleasure. And she'll go back to her quarters with Kaylin and Jax, and I think she shows them the little gifts she got, and sees if they can make anything of it. Or if they know of anyone who might be able to help ascertain what it's for.
Good thing. Okay. Jax takes it and goes, I saw others of these. I didn't get one, but I saw a couple of the other. I saw a pledge pocket one. Do you think they're part of this?
I think anything that goes on in this place is part of something, and I can only hope it's to be to our advantage to have it.
Do you think it's valuable? Sorry.
It's okay. I like where your mind's at.
Yeah. Well, I didn't get one.
Well, we can share mine.
Okay. We should get ready for tomorrow.
Oh, you're right. And then Liv is suddenly worried about her unlocked room and all the things she has in it. Because if I know why that we're here with maybe not the best of intentions, other people could be as well. So I think she does be like, all right, everyone stay safe. Lock your doors.
With what?
There's a little bolt.
Oh, that's what that's for.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Yes. Incredible. Take notes on anything you saw and heard tonight. I'll look at them tomorrow. Then I go to my room.
Head bitch in charge.
Head bitch in charge.
Damn.
It's interesting to feel like the head of an operation, knowing that that's probably not actually my strongest suit.
Roll me an investigation when you get to your room.
Yes. Investigating is gonna be, I think, just a 9.
Yeah. Everything appears to be where you left it and untouched. And I'm not just saying that. Or maybe I am.
It's a 9. No one knows, but I'm fine with it.
Nothing is missing.
Everything is. I left most of my stuff in my luggage until I can get a lock for the little trunk, so that's fine.
Yeah. Cool.
I would love to look at the pocket watch, just see if there's anything on it, anything if I can hear it ticking, if I can like discern anything from it. And I would like to look at the note and see if I can like get an idea of the handwriting as well.
Okay.
I have Master of Intrigue, which granted me proficiency in a forgery kit.
Okay.
So even if it's not something that I can like write myself and like get an idea of, I would like to be able to like mentally note, if you'll allow me to mentally note what the handwriting looks like.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so first for the pocket watch. So that's gonna be a 5. I imagine these are just straight investigation checks.
I'll let you do investigation or arcana for the pocket watch.
Arcana, I think, is also just a 5. So pocket watch is a pocket watch that doesn't open.
It's torturous that we aren't all a party
I
yet,
know, and I'm doing my best.
Of course. It's just this is my shit.
It's your shit. I know.
And then for the forgery kit, is that also going to be, or is that something that I can?
I'll let you do just like a straight intelligence on that one.
They're both.
What skill do you think Liv would use to study that?
I think for her, because she's a writer, because forgery kit's probably like a dex check, I think maybe it's hard. It's hard to I can take it either being like a dex check or an intelligence check just based off of like seeing the intricacies in it.
Okay.
Not a performance?
Well, I'm not trying to recreate it. I'm just trying to study it and like see like so either like an insight into like, see, like visually seeing.
Yeah, I'll take insight.
I love an insight. That's great for me. 15?
I think that you are able to study it. You are able to see how the curls are and the slashes are. And I think what is very interesting to you in studying this is the hand looks a little tired. Like whatever was writing this was writing a lot. And so it looks like it's a little sloppier than it might be otherwise because they were just writing a lot.
Okay. So that to me means it's not something that someone came to my door, wrote a note down, left it, and left. Because that wouldn't be a tired hand. This is someone who was already writing.
A bunch.
A bunch. Okay. Can I make an intelligence check? It's not going to be very good to see if Liv might pick up on the same thing that I'm picking up on.
Okay, yeah. I love a check to see if we're metagaming or not.
Listen, I got to keep myself honest. That was my immediate impulse to be like, so he was writing before and maybe after I was writing. Does that mean whoever this is was writing more of these? I don't know if that's an insight check or an intelligence check. Either way, that's a 17 on the die.
Yeah, it seems like you, I think, put together that whoever was writing this was writing a lot of other things as well. And I think that Liv, being as smart as she is, wonders if maybe you are not the only one who got a note.
Okay. And then one last thing, because my whole thing is like playing the chess game of like what I think. In knowing that, do I think that this organization values loyalty and secrecy or more like intrigue and investigation?
I will let you roll either insight or history.
Oh, you know what? I'm always going right. Roll, girl.
Yeah, I
know. That is a 10 on the die for a 16.
I think that you don't know. I think that you are aware of like putting all of this chess together, thinking if you're following the path of whoever wrote this maybe didn't just write me, you do begin to put together, this is probably a test.
Yep. And I just need to know what the right answer is.
And I don't know what they want me to do about it yet, because that's part of the test.
Great.
Is I don't know if that will become clear later, or if like they're watching to see what you do rather than this is what we want you to do.
Okay, great. Then I will go to sleep with that knowledge and try to find the answer to the test tomorrow.
So you all head back to your bunks. You know that tomorrow, bright and early, you need to report. You do not know what for yet, but you know that you need to prep a little bit. I am going to introduce some mechanics at the Mechanics Guild of things that we are going to do throughout these trials and periods. Effectively, if you would ever like to spend time preparing for a trial, you may effectively like pull an all-nighter which will give you advantage on something. It will give you a level of exhaustion though. So throughout this, if there's ever times that you are like, I want to overextend myself to prep for this to get a benefit, that is a thing you can do. There will be a consequence. Primarily just one level of exhaustion, which will go away after a long rest. And then there is a medium level of preparing, which is like, I'm going to spend some time thinking about what this is, how I'm going to deal with it. If that is the case, you will not have a boon, but you also will not have a burden. If you do not prepare at all, you will have a hindrance. I will give you a disadvantage on something.
Interesting. You spent all night flirting.
Yeah.
Unless it's a flirting trial.
It's a flirting trial. Listen,
It could be.
Listen,
Could be.
diplomacy is one of the pillars.
They're gonna give you a giraffe person and be like, flirt with it.
Intelligent giraffe, flirt with the manatee.
He's so tall.
Harbor manatee.
What like nice, beautiful neck you have. Not you. I'm talking about the
Is
giraffe.
that the inches that we're looking at?
No.
It's an R-rated pod. I can say whatever I want.
Tiny
Anyway, so those are, and we'll go through any time that if there are things coming up that you're like, I would like to specifically discuss preparing for it. That's how we'll do this mechanically. And then we're going to get into some Strixhaven rules later, which I'm very excited about.
Oh shit.
Okay, so you all go to your bunks. You have let's figure out how restful of an evening you all have. Argo, you and Errol are running around the place exploring. At some point, one of you is like, we should probably actually rest for whatever tomorrow is. I have a feeling it's probably Errol.
Yeah.
That says that. Or specifically, she says that she's going to go to her bunk to go rest for tomorrow. And everybody calm down. It wasn't her inviting him back. So how do you think, let's I'll either leave it up to you or we can roll for how you think Argo slept, like how this went for him.
This is
in an evening in
like
a new
Christmas
space.
Eve. This is the night before and all through the house. Like I'm sure he gets some rest, but it is like so full of fidgets. And that's part of why he has that stack of books at the foot of like on the corner of his bed, so that at any point in the middle of the night, he can wake up, reach over for another one and sort of, magic up a little nightlight
Little reading light.
To read and hopefully help him fall back asleep. So that probably happens 3 or 4 times at least.
Cool. Liv, you've made sure that Jax and Kaylin are taken care of. You go back to your bunk. I think you are used to travel a little more, so being in a new place is not as unfamiliar to you. But how do you think that Liv feels about this kind of a night?
I think these are smaller quarters than I have been used to, even on a boat. So she might, and I saw that only certain rooms get windows.
None of these have windows.
Okay. Then she is starting to feel very claustrophobic in this room, specifically and alone. I think she spends more time in the communal living area than she does in her own bedroom.
Yeah.
I think she will go in there only to sleep.
Okay.
Or if she needs privacy for whatever reason, I think she'd rather hang out in one of her friends' rooms than even in her own alone. I think it is on her list to bribe someone with a window to switch with me.
So none of the pledges would have a window. Those are all going to be like
all right,
long-standing.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Well, then I gear myself up to earn a window.
Yeah.
A
magic window.
So she's just a little unsettled. She hasn't been without a real night sky in a very long time. And she finds a lot of comfort in the vastness of that.
And Darius, nights are rough for you.
Always. I do prepare a little bit, prepare my equipment, check the armor, and then I prepare to sleep always. I haven't slept much in a long time, or at least I sleep but not a restful sleep. So I try my best to prepare ahead and try and get some sleep, but we'll see how that goes.
You want to roll for nightmare?
Roll for nightmare.
Oh my
What should I roll it with against? Or what's my saving thing?
Yeah. I would say it is either intelligence or wisdom. Because I would think like con to save against something, but that's a physical. And I think this is mental. So I think wisdom is where I'm really.
11.
As your eyes close, you hear a faint sound that you are very, very used to hearing that grows louder and louder. The screams of those that you could not save. And they start to sound metallic. And they start to sound very warped and off pitch. And you see flashes of lightning that begin to drip blood. And as you look into the sky, you see what looks like holes in the very dark black sky above. You see streaks of light of a color that you cannot even identify, and the constant feeling that you often get in sleep that you are being watched by eyes you cannot even name. This is not the worst nightmare you've ever had. You've had one, frankly, like this quite often. So I would say this doesn't keep you up all night.
I do wake up and start.
You do wake up and start.
Wake up and start, sweaty, take some breath. It's a new environment, so I'm a little like in the darkness trying to be like, where am I? And it slowly settles in where I am. How is this different than before? The repetition and the sort of routine was always something that kept me a little sane or a little on top of it. The newness is making it a little upsetting. So it takes me a little longer to calm myself before I roll myself back to sleep.
The sun rises.
Thank God.
You don't know that because you are underground. So you don't see it rise, but it is the next day.
Everybody's waking up like, I assume.
Today, in theory, is day one.
First day of school.
First day of school. And you have all been told to report in very early in the training grounds. Is there anything that you do on your way in, or is that just sort of like the first thing up and at 'em?
Argo was already there.
I think
Argo
actually
slept there.
Argo, I think actually stopped by where Errol's
Bunk is?
not just bunk, but like the main room. Wouldn't
Mhm.
want to like
Yeah.
drop by, but just like standing in the hall, just waiting to catch her. Just be like, I thought we could walk in and talk a little bit more about just like what we found last night.
Yeah, what we
that
found last
weird
night?
mushroom. That was a cool
Yeah,
little
why
guy.
was it that color?
I know. I've never seen one glow like that.
I know. Do you think they made that? Do you think they made that happen, or do you think it just does that naturally?
Right. That's really my big question. Is
Yeah.
like, was that
Is
there
it
organically, or
altered,
was
or-
it right?
Right. Okay. Well, did you taste it?
And it goes from there.
Yeah. So you walk over with Errol. I think it is incredibly early. I think both of you want to get
Early
there
riser, great.
Did anyone else have anything they're doing beforehand?
I think it's always like the thing of like collect my people. We
Mhm.
go together.
Great.
So yeah, I stopped by Jax and Kaylin's room and
I do prep my runes. I have a rune in my armor,
Okay.
which is a frost rune, and I have a fire rune on my sword. So I spend the time just making sure they're set and ready.
Very cool. All right. So you all make your way to the training ground. All of the pledges are sort of beginning to gather. There is a very frenetic energy in this space as you all have no idea what is sort of about to happen in this space. You look around and there are guild members here. In fact, there are several of the mages, several of the artificers, several of the guards. You don't see Marvina. And what is also interesting is none of you have seen any mechanics. There do not appear to be any mechanics on site right now. They are sort of like all off on missions. So there are none here to train you in the moment. So it looks like this is all being left to the other members of the guild. You do see that one of the artificers and one of the mages, these are not the archmage or head, these are none of the like highest ranking folks are here right now. But a couple of the trial masters step up and begin to address you all. And they're sort of like gathering everyone of like, all right, everyone gather up, everybody quiet down. They survey everyone. You hear a bell ring, a very deep gong that announces the time, and you also sort of think is announcing the start of something. The trial masters look at you all and they just very simply say, all right, show us what you're made of. And then they step away and you see that glittering void-like walls shoot up all around you. And you are enveloped in a sea of inky black stars. Your first trial has begun.
The Mechanics Guild is written and played by Sarah Davis Reynolds, Carlina Parker, Attilio Rigotti, and Clay Westman. Music is by Clay Westman. Additional music and writing is by Taylor Fagins. Theme song is by Arcane Anthems. Editing is by Attilio Rigotti. The Mechanics Guild is produced by Ian Prince. Be sure to check out our socials to stay up to date with all things guild related, and like, subscribe, all those algorithm things so we can keep breaking the rules together. Oh, bye!